Hello YouTube and welcome back to Let's Play Bloons Tower Defense 5, not Deluxe Edition. This is just going to be a little special episode type thing because I'm trying to play co-op with one of my subscribers, and this is interesting. This is the Halloween update. Blah blah blah, spooky stuff, new tracks and stuff. Alright, let's see. So I don't really play the web version very often, and it's going pretty slow on my computer, partly because my computer is busy doing a lot of things, but yeah, I'm not actually very good, or, I mean, hold on. I don't have very much monkey money, because I don't play this very often, and yeah, all this stuff costs some money, so I'm not going to worry about that. Alright, so I'm going to try to do some co-op, but, oh boy, this is, alright, this is going to be interesting, just because it's going so slow on my computer. Let's go on Pumpkin Patch Beginner. We'll do medium, might as well. And now, alright, so here, I'm guessing I just copy this code and then post it into the chat for the other person. And then I'll just create the game, I think. I might be doing this wrong. I think I've only done this like once, but alright, so I'm creating the game with that code, and now I'm waiting for the other person to join me in the game, if I'm doing this correctly. But that noise, I'm assuming, means something went good. So, or something went right. Something good is going on. That's what I mean. Let's see. That monkey looks a little paler than usual. But could just be my imagination, because I don't really play the web version very often. Alright, so, huzzah! Press enter, chat to your ally, blah blah. Okay, so I build on this side, the green side, and then he builds on the right side. Alright, let's see, the balloons come in. Can I build a tower right there? Apparently not. I guess I'll just place a tower right there. But, alright, so this is going to be interesting. Now we can chat here instead of off to the side. So my computer's going really slow, and yes, I'm recording. Alright, so yeah, there we go. So what's cool about co-op is that here you can click and I can give him money, or I can request some money, and he can start the next round and fast forward and all that on his own, which is kind of cool. But I probably should have done this on easy, just because my computer is going pretty slow. And yeah, that's interesting. It looks like the darts are bones. I think that's a change from the for the Halloween update, so that's kind of cool. I don't think any of these will actually look any different, but that's pretty interesting. Alright, so I don't think I'm... Oh, well, hold on. Yeah, I'm getting money too. I'm getting money for every other pop that he gets, because the money is split between the two of us, but obviously he's getting more pops because his tower is placed closer to the beginning, which I don't think if that... Or I don't know if that actually makes a difference too much on the actual game, I guess. Let's see. I kind of want to put a Buccaneer right in the middle, just to see what that looks like. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to say, because this is still kind of new to me. I think I've done co-op before once, maybe twice, and my computer is a little busy at the moment, so that's why it's going pretty slow. It shouldn't normally go this slow for anyone playing. I mean, I guess if you have a bad internet connection, then it would go pretty slow. But this track is actually pretty new to me because it's new for the Halloween update and everything. And most tracks that are available for co-op are generally split down the middle, like this one is. So all the balloons are going to be coming in from one side, and his tower, or his monkey, dart monkey, is going to be starting closer to where the balloons come out, so he's going to be getting most of the pops. So I don't really need to worry too much. And I really shouldn't have placed... probably shouldn't have placed my my dart monkey here. Probably should have put him a little farther away to give more track in the range. But I was thinking of using him as a cannon, catapult, spikapult. Let's see, how slow is my computer? 10 frames per second, but it should speed up in a few minutes. Alright, what am I saying? Alright, but, oops. But it, did I spell something? That's, embarrassing, apparently. I'm pretty sure I was just saying it. But anyways, let's see. So now I can finally place a monkey buccaneer, and I can only place it on my side. So just in case he wants to place one, I'm going to place mine a little bit off to the side. So yeah. Alright, I'm actually going to sell the dart monkey, and just, okay, that probably wasn't a good idea, because now I don't have enough money to upgrade my buccaneer at all, so I probably should have waited a little bit longer before I sold my dart monkey. But it does have enough range, and you can see that it's shooting out bones instead of darts, which I think is pretty cool for that whole Halloween thing, or theme, I should say. And I wonder if the grape shot is going to be any different. Like maybe it'll shoot pumpkins or something, or maybe just like spooky grapes or something. I think he's talking about Terraria. He's asking if I got the server to work. I guess I kind of did. Yes, but you need to download Hamachi. It's free and quick to download. I'll probably make a video about that soon for Terraria, whether or not or if you want to play multiplayer. Maybe later, because asking if he wants, or if he should download it now. Blah, blah, blah. Of course, I pick the worst times to text when I'm recording. But anyways, as far as the Hamachi server, what you have to do is just download this one quick, easy program. And there's a video I watched online that explains how to do it, but I'll probably try to make my own video explaining what to do. Let's see, before I do anything else, yeah, I'll wait for grape shot rather than faster shooting, just because I want to see what the grape shot actually looks like. And faster shooting would be nice, but not necessarily the most effective thing at the moment, I guess. Alright, so again with the texting. Alright, once the round ends, then get some more money and be able to use grape shot. And let's see how it looks. And game should be speeding up a little bit. It's about twice as fast now, getting about twice as many frames, because my computer was saving or rendering or something. Alright, he's asking if he keeps his gear on the server. Yes, the only thing that changes is the world that you're playing in. Alright, so playing in. I always make mistakes when I'm... come on. Playing in. There we go. Alright. Yes. He's asking if it's going to be my world that we'll be playing in. But anyways, I didn't even pay attention to the grapes. What they look like. But yeah, I think they just look like regular grapes. Yeah. It's only the darts, I guess, that are different. Because they look like bones. But anyways, just checking the chat again because I was looking down. Alright, so sorry this episode is all over the place. Or not necessarily all over the place, but just kind of boring because I'm not really paying attention to what I'm saying. Just because I'm distracted. But what he was talking about for the server in Terraria is you just download the Hamachi server. Okay. He's asking if anyone else is on the server. Any subscribers that want to play can. He accidentally gave me some money. Yeah. So anyways, any subscribers that want to play can, but the server is only, I guess, available when I'm playing on it. It's not always on, I guess. I'm not sure how to describe that any better. Alright, so yeah. What I meant by that all was just that it's when I'm playing, I'm hosting the map or the server, and he's actually giving me money here so that I can upgrade this Buccaneer, or just doing whatever. Getting a 3-2 Buccaneer instead of a 2-3 because I prefer the Destroyer. Let's see. Again with the texting. But anyways, so yeah, now I've got this Buccaneer going. Should be not too long until I get to Destroyer. Well, actually, kind of probably long, but what I'm distracted. He's asking how much money I need. That's 1,500. About 1,500. Anyways, the server on Terraria. The way that works is that I just go to host and play, and then it kind of creates the server, and then you would join the server, and I give you the code through a chat on Steam, and I think that's how you join, I guess. So yeah, I don't know what I'm saying anymore, but I don't know, my mind is a little bit fried at the moment, just from having to focus on playing the game / talking to you / thinking about other stuff. So he's still giving me money for the Destroyer, and you know what, actually we do need some lead busting, because the Destroyer would be nice, but it's already round 21. I'm sure we'll have enough time to get a lead busting tower before round 28. He's asking if you should keep the Dart Monkey. Dart Monkey's okay for now. I never really see a reason to sell towers unless you have Monkey Monkey Tycoon, so that you're not losing any money. But if you don't have Monkey Tycoon, I recommend you don't sell towers, because there's enough money. Wait for it. Almost. Come on. There we go. Alright, so now I'm going to give him all of my money so he can build a mortar for the camo lead, as he was saying earlier. Because the camo lead has that ability to uncamo. I was giving him just tiny bits of money as soon as I had it, and he's telling me to wait until I have lots of money before I give it to him. But anyways, the mortar tower is a good weapon against camo lead, because it for one is able to defeat lead, and then also its upgrade allows it to de-camouflage camo balloons. So it's a pretty good combo of being able to pop the lead layer plus getting rid of the camo effectiveness. Pretty good combo, like I said. But obviously it does get a little bit expensive. The mortar tower is a little bit one of the less expensive towers. It's just the 4th tier upgrades that are really expensive. But most of the other ones are about 500 or less, I think. So it's a pretty cheap tower, I guess. And another thing that's good about it is that this morning I just gave him more money. Okay, yeah, it takes a little while, I guess, for the money to reach him. But one thing that's good about the mortar tower is that you can move where it's aiming. So when you miss lead like that, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to get it, just because the lag in the game. Oh look, the pineapples are pumpkins. That's interesting. But obviously if the mortar tower isn't getting it, then you should use a exploding pineapple. And let's see, if I put down a road spike, I just want to see it. Yeah, it's just regular road spikes. But the pumpkin, or the pineapple, looked like a pumpkin, so that's pretty interesting. See, now I want to play with all these other towers and see what else is there, what else is Halloween themed. So obviously I'm definitely going to have, well, okay, so for every Bloons Tower Defense video I've posted, I always have a link to the web version Bloons Tower Defense 5 Deluxe Edition videos. I mean, restart. For every Bloons Tower Defense 5 Deluxe Edition video that I have on my channel, I should have a link to the web version of the Ninja Kiwi site, in case any of you, for some reason, don't know how to get there, but you still know about my videos for some reason. I don't know how that would happen, but anyways, so yeah, you should be able to follow that link and play this game on your own if you want, to see what else is new about this little Halloween update. So yeah, let's see, not sure what else I need. I mean, I guess we need a better Moab buster, so I guess a bomb tower, but alright, he's asking what now. Build a 2-3 bomb tower. Yeah, he's already asking for Moab Maulers on your side. Yeah, anyways, so I'm just going to be giving him money so that he can build some Moab Maulers on his side. Didn't really think he should have sold the Dart Monkey just because it's a nice, helpful camo buster, I guess, camo detector, and it had triple darts, so it's pretty useful. It's just not, you know, the most useful thing in the world, but once he does get the Moab Mauler, then that'll be helpful against the Moabs. He might go for Assassin. Not really sure if that's the best, just because of my general preferences for the left side upgrades rather than the right side, or just the 3rd tier, not the 4th tier. But what else? I guess a Super Monkey would also be nice, but well, let's see. To deal with lead, we've got the bomb tower now, plus the mortar for any camo lead. The destroyer has good camo detection, or it has camo detection and it's a good attack rate. Moab busting, we're going to get the Moab Mauler, but 1 Moab Mauler is not quite enough. We might need 2, maybe 3, because we are on medium, which again I should have done that on easy because the game is going pretty slow, so this is going to be a pretty long episode. But what else? I don't know, I kind of want a Super Monkey just because I know that that's going to be pretty awesome at destroying everything, but I don't know if I want, don't know if I really want to spend all that money on it. And I actually have 1,000, so I'm going to give him 1,000 of my money, so that it's actually a little bit more helpful to him. Let's see, what's next? He's asking what now, or now what? I'm kind of leaning towards a Super Monkey, but I don't know, because I always feel like Super Monkeys are kind of like just the big, oh wow, he just gave me a bunch of money, but I don't know, because I don't have much rank. Actually, yeah, I'm rank 35, but I don't know exactly how much experience my Super Monkey has on this profile, because it's not the same as your Deluxe Edition account. Obviously, the web version is different. Servers and everything. Just not thinking very well because of texting and playing and chatting and all that. But what was I saying? Wait, what was I saying? I'm already distracted on what I was saying. Oh right. I don't have the same rank as I do on the Deluxe Edition, and I don't have the same experience that I have on the towers. I know that I've been playing a little bit on the web version, but I don't remember how much. And right, so I've got the Super Monkey. Where do I want to put it? Put it here. That way, once I increase the range, it'll be able to cover all 3 lanes pretty well. So that'll be good. I don't think it'll be able to cover this bottom lane. Maybe if I had put it a little lower and then added a monkey village to increase its range or something. That might have been better. But I'm going to go for the 2-3 rather than the 3-2. Because it's cheaper and is better against Moabs. Alright. So yeah. Anyways, yeah. There we go. So we're gonna get the 2-3, which is the Robo Monkey with Plasma Blast, because it's cheaper and it's better against Moabs. Just because the Robo Monkey is cheaper than the Sun God Monkey, but then the Technological Terror is more expensive than the Sun God Monkey. So it's kind of depending on whether you're going to go tier 3 or tier 4. Definitely tier 4 of the Sun God Monkey. The Temple is a whole lot more expensive than anything else in the game. Well, it's twice as expensive as the second most expensive thing, so that's quite a bit more expensive. But I like that the Super Monkey also is throwing out bones instead of darts. That's a really cool feature. But then one problem here is that when the balloons are going to the left, the Super Monkey doesn't turn fast enough to aim necessarily to get all those balloons, which can be a little bit troubling. And there was some little funny quote, I think it was in Blue Star Events 3, that was mentioning that dart monkeys and super monkeys have a tendency to not be able to aim to the left fast enough, and they said that it might have something to do with them being right-handed, and I thought that was kind of funny. But yeah, so that's why. Because they're right-handed and they're sort of attacking, or their projectiles are coming out from a little bit to the right of their body, I guess, to the right of their center. When they're aiming, it's sort of off to the right, so when the balloons are going to the left, they might not always hit it, if that makes sense. I'm not sure if I explained that well enough, but I think so. I might have. And here I barely had enough for the laser blast right before then, and still the next thing I need is the plasma blast, because that's the next cheapest. The next least expensive. Does that make sense? And yeah, I probably should have placed the Super Monkey a little bit lower, because now that I have the epic range, I would have been able to cover all 4 lanes if I had placed it a little bit lower. It still has somewhat decent range on that bottom lane, but definitely would be, it would only reach the best if it was a Moab. Would it be really bad if a Moab made it that far? So yeah, alright, what round is this? This is round 45. Alright, so Moab coming on the next round. Destroyer, Super Monkey, and Moab Mauler should be able to take down. The Mortar isn't really much of, isn't really that great, I guess. He's asking when this video will be up. I don't know, what day is this up? I don't know, maybe later today. Or tomorrow. I don't want to play. This will be an extra. This will be a special video. This will be Let's Play Bloons Star Defense 5. Period. Or except not actual period, but just because it's not the deluxe edition, so I don't really want to place it in the same series as deluxe edition. Plus, I might be posting this, you know, like on Saturday or something, and maybe that'd be a cool idea of just like once a week I'll record a match with one of my subscribers, and then just post those on Saturday or something, do a co-op on here, or if we can get Bloons Star Defense Battles to work. We were trying to do that earlier, but it didn't work, obviously, because now we're playing this, but, alright, so he just gave me some money, and just got the Plasma Blast, and that should be enough to destroy that Moab. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah. Alright, so now the next thing that I need is the Robo Monkey, and that's going to cost 9,000. So that we can just kind of sit back and wait, because we don't need to build anything else. Alright. He's saying that after I get to 2-3, he needs another Moab Mauler. That's true for the, what's it called? BFB. I was forgetting what it's called. But for right now, as far as Moabs, we're good. Obviously, because of how well we defeated that other Moab that appeared. So, yeah, I'm actually, well, I don't know. I do need something for the ceramic clumps. That's going to be a problem. Well, maybe not, because I do have the plasma and the destroyer, and if I have a Robo Monkey, then that's going to be decent to help. My ally has lagged out and is waiting for a response. He did mention that his computer might have crashed, but maybe it is just a lag in the internet connection or whatever. And apparently my ally is giving me some money, so that's interesting. Maybe it just gave it to me because he was lagged out or something. I don't know. whatever happens, as long as I'm still able to record the video, I'm still gonna obviously record it and then upload it whenever I'm done with it. Let's see. Yeah, still, again, just waiting for 9,000. It's pretty expensive for any tower, but it is a pretty good upgrade. And because I said that he lagged out, I'm just going to go ahead and start the round. Either one of us can start the round, and he's the one that's been starting it for so long, or so far. But because I was saying that he was lagged out, I figured I'd just start it just in case that he wasn't going to. Alright, but then that can also lead to a bit of confusion, because then I'll... Oh wow, he just gave me a bunch of money. But occasionally he might give me some... Or he might start the round, and then I'll press the button to start the round, and it'll make it just go in slow-mo and not fast forward, and blah blah blah. But it's fine. And now I'm actually pretty close. I only need 1,100 or 1,000 now. Or less than 1,000. Alright, now I have enough to get the Robo-Monkey. Alright, so now that I have Robo-Monkey, now he's just going to go and build another Moab Mauler. So I'll just give him the money whenever I have 500, I'll just give that 500 to him. So that he can build the Moab Maulers. It's not too important which one of us builds it, it's just that he can build on the right side of the map and I only build on the left side. And having the Moab Maulers closer to the beginning of the map so that they're able to pop the Moabs quicker. That's a little better rather than placing it on the left side where the Moab already has time to sort of infiltrate our defenses pretty much. So, yeah. Texting, and I shouldn't be. Anyways, so yeah, putting the Moabs on, or Moab Maulers on the right side of the map, closer to the beginning of the track, is better because then it gets to the Moabs quicker, rather than, like I said, letting them come into the defenses more. I guess that's still not a very good description of why, but just so that the Moab doesn't make it all the way like halfway through, and then by the time you bust the Moab layer, it actually becomes like, you know, a bunch of ceramics right near the end of whatever, you know. It's better to get rid of the balloons before they get to the end of the track. He's saying what's next? Maybe one or two more Moab Maulers. Just to be safe. Yeah, that's pretty much all we need. Just one or two Moab Maulers. Of course, I have to be texting. Anyways, sorry about that. I always stop talking for a little while. But after we do get the Moab Maulers, oh, I do need more experience to unlock the Super Monkey. So yeah, after... let's see. After the Moab Maulers, we'll go for Blade Ricochet. We'll go for Blade Ricochet to deal with the Ceramic Clubs. To deal with the I cannot type ceramic clumps. Alright. Yeah, that works. Okay. So weird focusing on so many things while doing a Let's Play, which, for any of you that are ever watching someone do a Let's Play, not just me, I'll get it. But for any of you that, for any of you that watch Let's Players and then like they're playing and then they don't always know what to say or something, it's definitely not like their fault, I guess. I mean, it kind of is, I guess. I don't know. What am I trying to say? Oh look, that's lame. The regular boomerangs were bats, but then I upgraded to glaives, and then they weren't bats anymore. But anyways, what was I saying? That it is kind of difficult to focus on talking while also focusing on, like, say, a strategy game like this, or it's a tower defense game, so it's kind of like a strategy game. But it's kind of like why you're not supposed to text and drive or talk on the phone and drive, just because it does distract you. Even if you think like, oh yeah, I can talk while playing a game or while driving, like, it really does take a toll on your attention and all that. So definitely don't text and drive, don't talk on the phone while driving. Try not to have a conversation while driving unless it's like, you know, the directions on where to go, I guess. But just always be careful with that. Just as my advice to you, if any of you do drive, just be careful with that, because remember that that is basically a giant weapon that you're driving. Potentially a weapon. It's obviously a great tool for transportation. He's asking what type of factory. I'm gonna say a 3-2 factory, because right now we're good with the Moab Maulers to defeat the defeat the Moabs blimps, but then the factories, those would be best placed as 3-2 for the spike ball, because they're over here at the end as a safety net rather than at the beginning for anti-Moab, Moab busting type stuff. So yeah, there's that. More texting. So anyways, what was I saying? Alright, factories. It's best to know where you're going to place them. If you're going to be, or it's best to know what you're going to do with them to know where you're placing them, if that made sense. Because, what am I saying? These factories have two main purposes. As a safety net against ceramics, which is usually best near the end of the track, or as an anti-Moab tower. Okay, I'm guessing he's busy or lagged out or something, so he wasn't starting the round, so I just started it anyways. The two main what am I saying? The two main purposes of the factory, like I said, were either as a safety net with the ceramics, which is a 3-2 factory, or a 4-2 factory, or anti-Moab busting, or anti-Moab or Moab busting. Oh look, I ranked up. The Moab busting you want to place at the beginning, because you want to be sure that it's actually going to be busting Moabs and not just getting stuck popping a bunch of other things. And you want to put the Moabs at the beginning of the track, so that then you can just deal with the ceramics and everything else underneath later. If you're placing anti-Moab spikes near the end of the track, then that means that you are assuming that a BFE or Moab or 0MG is going to make it all the way to the very end of your track. And if it's going to make it that far, you better have a whole ton of factories before it makes it that far, because seriously, factories are not exactly the best at taking down entire Moabs unless you have like 4 or 5. So yeah, let's see, I'm just gonna give him more money because I have a bunch. He's asking what happened. I'm asking him what does he mean. Again with the text. Anyways, alright, so what is going on? What am I saying? What am I talking about? I just forget. Alright, so he's just saying here on his screen it looked like Bloom's leak. That happens. Sometimes the game will lag and it will look like something happened when it didn't, which is not really the best way to describe it. It didn't, but yeah. Okay, so basically, trying to think and talk and write and record and blah. I think we're pretty much good. Oh man. think we're, I don't know, I'm always focused, I don't know, I'm all over the place. My mind is just fried at the moment because of all the different things I'm trying to pay attention to. Yeah, he's asking if he should make a village for his Moab maulers. I'm assuming that, you know, increase attack speed and range and all that, which is fine. It's nice, but it's already around 63, so I'm pretty sure we're almost done. And that ceramic lump actually made it pretty far through my boomerang defenses, or all my defenses really, all of our defenses. But I probably should have had 3 or 4 boomerang throwers or glaive ricochet to help out with that a little bit. But having a super monkey definitely does help, just in general. Alright, so they're building the monkey village, and I can't like click on it to actually look at the monkey village, which is kind of lame. But you can basically tell what it is based on its physical appearance, because its physical appearance does change when you upgrade it. Usually, basically every tower will change a little bit when you upgrade it. There are a few exceptions to the rule, but in general that's a nice thing to remember. So that you can just look at the screen and know what your towers are. Because imagine if the Buccaneer didn't change no matter what upgrades you gave it. That'd be pretty confusing to know, first off, why it's attacking so much faster. He's asking now what? I'm going to say just nothing else. One last wave. One last wave. I'm not going to free play. Because I don't want the video to be too long. I don't want the video to be too long. And he's saying bye YouTube, so you know, say bye to him. And remember, you're talking to your future self. You're talking to your. Oh wait, I'm not recording, or I'm not pressing space. Anyways, remember. You're talking to your future self. And he says, hope you enjoyed. I'm assuming he means hope you enjoyed the video. But still, yeah, still around 65. Anyways, always ever distracted on these videos. Alright, so I'm actually going to try to build, no, I was going to say another glaive ricochet, but I don't need the glaive ricochet. Let's see. And oh look, he built a Dartling gun, or Dartling gunner. And oh, that's interesting. That now the irradiated, whatchamacallits, irradiated, or not irradiated, what am I saying, plutonium darts, now they're green when they shoot out, but obviously now it's not green because they're rockets. But anyways, I don't know what I'm saying anymore. It's fine. It's at the end of the match. And of course this is a 40-minute video for no good reason, just because the game goes slow, so it ends up taking longer. Things I probably should have just done on easy instead of medium, because I knew it was going to take longer. But huzzah! You and Rich Guy 1QA completed this co-op on medium. You've been awarded 100 monkey money, blah blah blah, GG. Okay, then I'm going to go to the menu, and I think he has the option of to keep playing in free play mode. I probably should have said something before I left, but alright, so now I've got a little bit more monkey money, and I never really used this thing anyways, but you know what, I'm actually going to upgrade the Pirate Cove for this one. Alright, but anyways, that's it for this episode. Let me know in the comments whether you think I should keep doing this web version, either as like a once-a-week thing or its own separate series, which I'm really not really a fan of doing another separate series of anything right now. But let me know what you think about this and what do you think about the future of this series and all that. So yeah, that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.